You don't need another strategy. You don't need another 5-step funnel, another productivity hack, or another online course teaching you how to build a 7-figure business in 90 days. If you're not making the money you want right now, if you're stuck hitting the same income ceiling month after month, despite being smart, self-aware, and ambitious, it's not because you lack tactics. It's because you're building your future with the identity of someone who still doesn't believe they are allowed to have it. And until that shifts, every new strategy becomes just another distraction from the real issue. Here's the truth nobody really talks about in the business circles. Money doesn't just come from being the best. It comes from being the person who believes they're allowed to have it. Think about it. Muhammad Ali didn't say, "I'll call myself the greatest once I have enough titles to back it up." He said, "I'm the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was." See, that's how legends are built. You decide who you are before the world claps. Most people, though, are trying to create their identity from their results. They look at their bank account and let it tell them who they are. "Oh, I only made 2K this month. I must not be cut out for this. People are not buying, so maybe I'm not ready. I've tried before and failed. Maybe I'm not the type of person who gets to win." But all that does is reinforce the identity of someone who is trying to succeed rather than someone who simply does. So let me ask you this. Are you building your sense of self based on your vision or based on your current circumstances? Because if it's the second one, you're unconsciously stuck in a loop. You look at your reality to decide who you are, but your reality is literally being shaped by who you think you are. You see, it's a trap. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's just a mental prison that keeps ambitious people stuck for years. See, I've coached people who spend over 20K on courses, certifications, masterminds, read every book, done every technique, and they're still not earning what they know they are worth. Not because they didn't learn anything valuable, but because deep down they are still operating from the identity of someone who is trying to get there. And until that shifts, every action they take is laced with doubt, or hesitation, or fear. Now here's the good news. You don't need to fix anything about yourself. You just need to choose who you are and start showing up as that person now before the world reflects it back to you. That's what Ali did, or Conor McGregor, or Serena Williams. Literally every top performer does this, whether consciously or unconsciously. Now, since chances are you're not looking to become a top athlete, let's talk about something all of us can relate to: money. See, most people think they have a money mindset issue, but what they really have is a structural issue. Let me explain. There are broke people who are kind, generous, grateful, and deeply spiritual. And there are rich people who are cold, closed off, and quite self-absorbed. So clearly, money doesn't come from being a good person. Instead, it comes from being in the right structure. And the structure of money is actually pretty simple. Step 1, you offer a solution to someone's problem in a way they want to pay you for it. Step 2, you find a way to deliver that solution without trading all your time. And finally, you use the surplus to grow, reinvest, and impact others. That's it. You don't have to be perfect, you don't have to meditate for 6 hours a day, and you definitely don't need to heal every childhood wound before you make a dime. See, money is a tool. It's not a reflection of your worth. It's a unit of choice. It's a way for humans to exchange value at scale. And just like electricity doesn't care if you're a good person or a bad person, money doesn't care either. It flows where there's value and where there's a structure in place to receive it. So if you feel like you're under-earning right now, I want you to hear this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not lazy, you're not broken. You're just not in the right structure yet. And the good news is, you can change your structure fast. Let me give you a better way to think about money. Imagine money as a giant stream flowing through the world. Every day, people give money to others to solve their various problems. You might help someone fix their mindset, launch their offer, save their relationship, heal their body, whatever your gift is. They give you money. You then pass the money on to someone who solves a problem for you. A mentor, a designer, a team member, whatever you need help in, right? And so that cycle continues. This is not greed or exploitation. There's no reason this shouldn't exist in the world. This is how value circulates and grows. A beautiful, continuous giving and receiving loop. But most people never step fully into that stream. Why? Because deep down, they don't believe they are worthy of receiving. Or they think they need to become someone else first. But that's the unconscious agenda talking. That's the internal sabotage that says, you don't get to have it yet. And as long as that program is running in the background, even the best strategy in the world won't save you. Now, here's the final piece of the puzzle. Let's say you've done the inner work. You've chosen your new identity. You've seen the structure of money for what it is. Now what? Well, you take action, but not from fear or from proving yourself. Not from the version of you who is still trying to escape from failure. You act from your chosen identity. Because here's what most people get wrong. They wait. They wait to feel confident. They wait for a sign. They wait for everything to be perfect before they put themselves out there. But here's the truth. You don't act because you feel aligned. You feel aligned because you acted. Your nervous system doesn't calibrate to your goals while you're sitting on the couch journaling. It calibrates through behavior. Remember this, behavior is always the highest form of communication. So if you say you're a confident entrepreneur, but your actions show you're still hesitating to post, to sell, to speak your truth, your unconscious mind calls bullshit. It doesn't care what affirmations you say. It only believes what you consistently do. That's why so many people get stuck. They choose a new identity, but keep reinforcing the old one through action or inaction. They never show their unconscious that the shift is real. So the resistance never fully releases. Your income never grows. And the confidence you build in your visualizations never sticks either. Let me put it this way. You don't qualify for success. You claim it and then prove it through action. You back it up with how you show up in the world every single day. Even when it's hard, even when it's scary, and especially when it's uncomfortable. That's how you rewire your structure. That's how you grow your income. And that's how you finally break through. So let's recap. You don't need a better strategy. You need the identity of someone who already has it. Money doesn't respond to how good you are. It simply responds to your money structure. And finally, once you choose who you are, you must align all your actions to that choice, not the old version of you that was built in survival. This is the work that actually moves the needle. Not another tactic or another mindset trick, and definitely not more waiting. If you're done overthinking and ready to build the identity that makes money inevitable, you will love what I've put together inside my free school community. It's called Superconscious Awakening, and inside you'll get access to free trainings that show you how to step into the identity of someone who naturally succeeds, rewire the invisible structure that's capping your income, and take action from alignment, not fear or compensation for your perceived flaws. I promise you it's not some surface level mindset work, and it's not another grind yourself into success approach either. It's structure-based transformation and a deep dive into the most cutting-edge consciousness education you can imagine, so you can finally become the person who creates wealth, freedom, and the life you love predictably. So if that's you, click the link in the description or in my bio, join us now, and I'll see you inside.